first question asked during interview is tell me something about yourself. I have given few interviews, I've taken a lot of interviews, but this question always remains on first position. And how you answer this question determines the rest of the questions coming up, or it decides the direction of interview. So answering this question is very important, and I'll definitely show a formula. So in this video, you'll learn how to answer this question, tell me about yourself confidently, have a great start at interview, and increase your chance to get selected in this interview. But before going further, let's see some ground rules. Do not tell your life story. When an interviewer is asking you, tell me something about yourself, they actually don't want to hear everything about your life. They only want to hear, what can you do for this position? What can you do for us? So we keep it strictly professional. So you need not share anything about your parents, about your pet, your favorite destination, about your hobbies. This is something that you are not supposed to share. So what you should share is your career related achievement, your the organizations that you've worked for, your skill, and why you are fit for this position. That is it. The next ground rule is do not be dull. Just smile a bit, be a little enthusiastic, and then reply this answer. Interviewer has to meet 30 odd people in a day, and most people are nervous, but if you are smiling, if you give a warm smile, that makes a difference. It makes you feel comfortable, the other person can also feel it. So start with a smile, confidently speak, don't be dull, be enthusiastic. The third rule that we have, do not say what is there in your resume. Interviewer already has a copy of your resume. So you don't have to read exactly word to word what is mentioned in your resume. So what you could do is, you could highlight important points from your resume. And the last ground rule is, you just have 2 minutes or less to speak. If you will speak more, either interviewer will cut you off in between, or he would actually be bored. So this answer has to be definitely less than 2 minutes. Let's start the formula to answer this particular question. Tell me something about yourself. Tip number 1, share your work experience. So here we've taken an example of a sales guy, selling a financial product, and this person is applying for a higher position. So how should this person say? I have started my career in 2010 with ABC company as a sales representative, and then moved as a sales manager with so and so company. In my current role, I work as area sales manager. All three have been into selling of financial products like mutual fund, general insurance, and life insurance. So this is how you share your work experience. In short, you share what you have been doing. Also, let's say you have different field of work experience. Earlier you were into admin, now we are into sales. So just share that, for the past 10 years I've been working, but since I have applied for the sales position, let me start with the last 5 years of experience, and then you can start from there itself. Tip number 2, club your achievement. So once you are done, you have to share your achievements. So how do you do that? With the same example, we'll continue. In my current role, I have got business of $50 million, a rise of 24% in the financial year. So this is how you share your achievement. Very important tip in achievement, you don't have to say, I am the most hardworking, or I've been appreciated by my manager to do my task. No. Nothing of this sort can be considered in achievement. Achievement only means in numbers and percent. So if you don't have numbers and percent, you can calculate what you did, but it has to be shown in form of numbers. Just saying a generic term that I have grown the business exponentially. No, what is the percent of growth? How much business you've got? Every role, every position has this. So you have to say this with specific numbers only. Otherwise, this won't be counted as achievement. It shows as a boasting, which we do not want. So we should only share something that is in numbers, achievement in numbers. Tip number 3, it is a jigsaw. So it is a formula combining two particular topics. The first is that you will have to share what is your understanding, what this position requires, and you have to inform interviewer that you have that skill and you are the perfect fit. That is what you have to say. Now, if you are a beginner to mid management level, then you should say first that your understanding of this particular position, and then you should share that you are the perfect fit. However, if you are somebody who is at mid management applying for a higher position, then you should say your skills first and then state the understanding you have for this position and end it with a question. So we'll first start with somebody who's a beginner to mid management. If you're applying for that position, how you should be saying this? So you can start like this. I understand for this position of senior sales manager, you're looking for a sales guy who can tap new markets and retain sales in the current one. In my last 7 years of experience, I have led team and have tapped untouched market, upcountry market to get the sales. So I think my skill would be really helpful to you. This is for somebody who has applied for beginner till mid management. Now somebody who's applying from this mid management to the higher, they should ask a question in the end. Why? Because I'm sure they would have done more research. They want to know more insights from this particular, what this position is having. So to know unsaid things about this position, you should throw a question back. That is how the conversation would continue and you'll get more insight. So basis your research, you'll get more information, and once you clear this interview in the second round, it would be very helpful. So we'll see the second part for somebody who is at mid management level applying for a higher position. So how should this go? This would go like, in my last 7 years of experience, I have led team and have tapped untouched market, upcountry market to get the sales. So I guess my skill would really be helpful to you. I understand for this position of national sales manager, you're looking for a sales guy who can tap new market and retain sales in the current one. Am I right? Is my perception of this position perfect? Is it what you're looking for? This is how we can say. The moment you say this thing, interviewer will have to give you some more additional insight. So that is it for this video. Tip number 1, share your work experience. Tip number 2, state your achievements in number. Tip number 3 is 2 things clubbed together. Tell interviewer what is your understanding of this particular position and state directly why you think you are fit for this role. So that is it for this question. Tell me something about yourself. If you really liked, do like this video and do subscribe. Thank you so much and all the best for our interview.